Well, hello. It's good to see everybody today. Sorry, there's a little confusion. It seems like on lives, but that's okay. We got a couple of things going on, and that'll be great. Looks like we got a. Oh, hold on. There we go. I think. All right, there he is. Anyway, we're here. We're live. We're ready to go. Got some apple on the lathe today. This is about 13 inches in diameter. It's a little. It was cut crooked. It's flat on one side, and the other side is not parallel. So we got to get that together. And let me show you just who we got. How did I know that whistle was ready? Got got Mark at Mark the RPT, the repeat twice.
Repeat.
We got JP Woodworks. We got Andrew at AGK, sometimes known as Precious, and we got the Wizard, Wayne Clasper. Wayne, it's
Good
good to
evening.
see you.
Good evening.
I see you had to
Good evening.
relocate to get on.
Yeah, had to relocate. My laptop started playing up.
All right,
Oh dear.
I'm going
Could be the
to.
heat.
Yeah, maybe. Going to put everybody in the background and let you guys fight it out as to who reads out the whole crew there, who all's with us today. But we're going to turn this bowl. Was telling Mark earlier that I've got. I went on vacation a couple weeks ago. The very first place we went to eat, I ordered a salad, and it was a great salad, but it was in a great bowl. It was about 12 inches in diameter. About, well, I can tell you how deep it was. I measured it with my hand. It was 3 inches deep, is what it was, and so and just real open. And my son and I both looked at each other and said, "That is the greatest salad bowl. There's plenty of room to mix." And so we really liked it. So this may end up being one of those, and it'll stay right here, and I will use it to eat out of. So I'm going to get started. I'll kind of mute myself while one of these guys, starts talking to us and telling us who all's in the chat.
Andrew, I
Go on,
nominate.
Wayne. Jamie.
Go on, Wayne.
Wayne.
Andrew.
Wayne.
That's two
Andrew.
for Andrew.
Okay. So at the top of the chat, we've got Door 60. We've got Wee Val. Hello, how are you doing?
Speak up, Andrew. You sound a bit low.
Oh, behave.
Watch him, Wayne. He's short-tempered.
Very short. We've got, oh gosh, it's Mr. Wings. We've we've got Gerard the French wood turner. We've got Queen Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Ronald Todd. And Dances with Aardvarks. We've got Mick Jews. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Malcolm Douglas. We've got Shane Hurst. We've got Jennifer's Craft and Creations. And a little bit further down, we've got Paul Finley. It just jumped on me, but that's my fault. And we've got JP. And Wayne's just joined us as well. So, hello, everybody. And if I've missed anybody... Oh, no. Anita's
just come in as well.
Yeah.
My best friend. Did you say Mick Jews?
I did.
Hello,
I didn't
everybody.
ignore him tonight.
Why? Why are you going to ignore Mick?
Mick knows why.
What you done, Mick?
So, Doug, have you been having problems with your lathe, or is it another piece of machinery you're having problems with?
Problems with what?
With your leg.
Yeah, with your lathe.
No, not the lathe. The lathe is fine. I've been having troubles for the last couple of weeks with my lawnmower.
Oh, right.
I've got my front yard looks fine, and about, I don't know, 60, 70 feet of my backyard looks good, but the back portion of my backyard looks like a hayfield.
You need to get some sheep.
Um,
Or goats. Goats are better
I
than
have
sheep.
I have thought about both of those. They would be cheaper.
And you could eat them.
Um,
There
yeah,
is
I don't
that.
care for goat meat too much, but sheep is not too
Oh, I like
bad.
it.
Make a nice curry with goat.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm not a big curry fan either, so I've been amazed. I've been married for coming up on 43 years, and I am amazed how much my wife and I have similar likes and dislikes. Not only that, when something gives one of us a problem, like a medication gives us a problem, it usually affects the other one as well.
That's
That's
weird.
just weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, for instance, neither one of us can take sufedrin. When we have a sinus issue, we can't take it.
Maybe it just means that you were meant to be together.
Well,
Oh.
I
Oh,
can't,
It's,
you know,
it's pretty similar with me and Vicky as well. Actually, every time she gets upset, I get it in the ear hole.
Get an earache.
I always thought it was opposites that attracted.
then
Just a quick observation. If you don't turn that lathe fast, you'll never be as quick as Wayne.
well, I know that, but it's so out of balance. I've already turned it up once. That's
Oh, no, we don't like
310.
that.
Oh, there we go.
That's 310, but I may not be able to leave it at that.
Not with that attitude.
Ronald
Ronald
Todd's
Todd has
just joined.
said, oh, and he's just said, when do you think Doug will change his calendar? Last week it was January.
It still is.
Still is.
That's from 2020, actually. And
well, there you go. Just a little bit behind.
But it's only
I,
3
I
years
just,
out.
it's a decorative piece. I have thought,
Uh,
I've thought a couple of times about cutting it all loose and framing the pictures individually.
happier
It's a,
times.
it's an
Mick says,
advertisement.
Mick.
Mick
Yeah.
Juice says, Mark, I'm thinking you should restrict Wayne to a 10-minute slot in Harrogate. We may run out of wood.
No, you
You've both
won't.
got
There's plenty. There's plenty of wood at Harrogate.
there's plenty of wood. Yeah, don't worry about that.
You give Wayne a 10-minute slot, you'll still run out of wood.
Got an hour each. 3 days. If you're there for 3 days.
I'll be there for 3 days.
Oh yes, we're there for 3 days as well.
Make sure you take your step stool.
Which one?
Big one.
The one that's not signed. You need to get everyone to sign that one now.
Oh yeah, because I haven't signed the original one yet.
All right, we're getting there. It's just slow. As soon as this gets in balance, we can get going here. It's got a big chunk out right there, and then it's thick over here, and so it's just a wee bit. Mark and I had a discussion a while ago. It's just a wee bit out of balance.
Just a
Bit of a
bit.
crack right there, but
Anita says Wayne would go into withdrawals if he was in Texas.
Severe lack of wood.
You'd have to take up resin.
Sharp and take
Ooh.
a breath.
Take a breath.
In case anybody hasn't seen the post, I'm not doing a live on Saturday.
All right. No, I've not seen that. Sorry.
No, I've had an offer of heading down to the Big Feety's house for the Makers Meet Up on Saturday, Pizza Day.
He's an offer he can't refuse.
Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
you do the
definitely an offer I
cooking
can't
because the
refuse.
class can't beat a Clasperonis.
There was the couple that live across the road. Sue, her parents used to live right next door to them, and they got really badly flooded when we did in December. And sorry, our mum had already died, but our dad went down south to live with his son down there, and has since moved into a flat. And sadly, he's getting a bit of dementia, and he's got Amazon. And for some reason, he had ordered a 16-kilogram bag of French bread flour.
Oh my goodness.
And addressed it to Sue's house.
Oh
So
That's
dear.
weird.
yeah, so Sue came across. She knows I like bacon and stuff like that. So Sue came across and said, "Do you need any flour?" Here's a 16-kilogram bag. So I'm taking 6 kilograms of it down to Wayne's on Saturday.
Scott
When
from
it turned
Hampton County says,
up, did she go, "Don't"?
Dope.
No.
"Oh, but she really needs that."
Oh, that was a proper dad joke.
That was a proper ex-baker's joke.
I bet it raised a few questions.
Oh,
Oh, oh no.
I really needed to hear that.
oh, here we go.
Oh, mercy.
And Scott Hampton's just come in. Evening, Scott.
Well, hey, Scott.
Scott,
Hello, Scott.
Mick Hughes says it's okay. I'll make you a step stool at Harrogate. He might need an
cheers.
extra one to get onto his step stool.
Tell you what.
I already
Oh.
made him one
I was
to
gonna say.
stand on to get onto his step stool.
He needs one to get onto that.
Harsh.
Just moved up to a little bit bigger bowl gouge.
Wayne, I've just realised. Do you know what you and I were talking about the other night?
What was that?
About the chef's smock.
Oh yeah.
It was Doug. I remember wearing one. He's wearing
Yes,
it
yeah. That's where I got the idea from.
Yep. Myself and Cade Bulger have the same chef smock.
I've actually found one that I think is going to be fairly decent. And it's from Alexandria Workwear. I think that's across here in the UK, which are a whole lot cheaper than wood turner smocks.
Wood turning smocks are crazy, aren't they?
now. Well, yeah, they can be.
You could use the
Hey.
same one as Jamie Oliver, the Naked Chef.
Cade Bolger's going to be one of the featured demonstrators at the AWPB seminar next year.
Yeah. He just shared that with our group last night. Says he had to sit on it for a while because it hadn't been publicized yet, but came out in the magazine last week.
Gerard has just put in, seeing as I was talking about French bread flour, it's the best flour for croissants or baguettes. Yes, I totally agree.
All
It's
right.
not that bad for pizzas either, mind.
All right. Getting there.
Ronald Todd said he got one a while back and they were selling them for $3 each. We're talking about the chef's jackets now, I think. Well, I haven't found any that cheap.
That is cheap.
It is cheap, yeah.
I can't remember how much the Axminster ones are.
Gerard,
40
I
odd
had a
quid.
look on, just to answer Gerard here, I had a look on Nisbet's yesterday and I couldn't find any, okay, you talk about decent prices, they were £35-40. The one that I found on Alexandria Workwear was £28, short-sleeved. A nice colour as well.
There's some on eBay for $9.99.
Are they just plain white or different colours?
Black.
And yellow.
Okay, what sort of size do they go up to?
Hold on, tell you. XXL.
See, that's probably going to be too small for me.
XXL, $11.99.
See,
Yeah,
I have to get a short sleeve. Sorry, go on.
I think these were 13 or $12.99 plus the shipping on them, so came out to about $15 a piece.
That's not bad.
Poor Cade had to pay shipping twice, but he still was less than a turning smock would be.
Well, I've just had all my long sleeve smocks turned into short sleeve smocks. Because as nice as the levels ones are, the long sleeve ones are too hot.
Yeah, and they don't do short sleeve ones.
Well, he doesn't do them anymore. He did do them because he had a batch in. He's run out. He said he's not going to order anymore.
Do they do
And
kid
Mick-
size for me?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I buy the short sleeve ones and I have to get them taken up because I like a long sleeve anyway.
Yeah, Gerard's put in Nisbets in Ireland, €44. Yeah, I could actually get a wood turning smock for that. What I'm wanting is something for the summer, something that's light, something that's cheap.
Well, like a really thin cotton one.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I'm thinking about seeing if Jane will make me a couple.
There you go.
I mean, we get ours at discount from Levels because they've got an arrangement with the RPP, but still 46 quid with all the embroidery.
So Scott from Hampton Wood Turnings is going to be at SWAT. He's going to be demonstrating at SWAT. So if you are going there, make sure you pop along and say hello.
I'm seriously considering going to that.
Are you
Oh,
really?
this one, this year's one.
Yeah.
The wood turning
That's
symposium in Texas is like a bring a bottle in the UK. You have to bring your own wood.
Oh yes, Texas. Yeah, I've got some free time in end of August,
Oh,
and
nice one.
Kim had a holiday earlier in the year on her own, so I'm entitled.
Oh, is that your excuse?
Yeah. Screw it.
Right, the question is, Mark, are you actually allowed back in the States?
No, the States I'm fine with. The States is fine. I just go in on my US passport.
All right.
I just walk through the blue channel. Everybody
Well,
looks at me
what is
funny.
it? The AAW's in Oregon next year, isn't it?
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, is it? That's a good chance to go to Colin Robbins.
Colin Robbins.
And Worldwide Bill.
Worldwide
And Worldwide
Pearl.
Bill, yeah, exactly.
Just realized I was still on the interview.
It was all right.
Yeah, I went to AAW and had just talked with Carl.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Went down the aisle there a little bit and was talking with some other folks that I knew. Was just leaving them, and somebody behind me says, "Well, hey, Doug." I turned around. It's Michael McEwen.
Oh, I
Gold
love
member.
gold.
Just about to get past that gap.
There was a big UK presence there this year, wasn't there?
There really was.
Phil Irons, Helen Bailey, Jason Breach. They were all there.
Was taking some of my pictures, and This really nice older gentleman walks up behind me. He says, "Pardon me, but I just got this phone and I can't figure out how to take a picture with it." So so I helped him get his pictures ready, and I wasn't even thinking. From his accent, I said, "Where in the UK are you from?" He says, "I'm not. I'm from Australia." So I just wasn't even thinking. I was just, it was just wrong. It wasn't American. That was obvious. All right, let's get a little more speed. That'll help.
So how did you find the AAW, Doug? Was it a good experience?
It was
Sat
very
Yeah,
nav.
good.
he put it on the sat nav in his car.
Ha 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 ha.
It was signposted. He walked into that then. He never learns, does he, Wayne?
No.
No.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it already, I've got a video of the instant gallery. There's some phenomenal work in there.
There is. You're right.
Now, I know I'm against the grain here, but I'm just trying to get
Doesn't
rid
matter.
of that notch that's in there.
It's not a finishing cut. It doesn't matter.
You can go whichever way you want for as long as you want, as long as the last cut is the right way.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm just trying to get rid of that notch. I think I'm there. Well, there's some remnant. I'm not quite. This part has not been touched yet, so that was
Had a
must have been the.
crack.
Yes, there's
Oh
a
yeah,
huge
there's a
crack.
couple of cracks in there.
Mm.
Oh,
There,
yeah.
there,
There's two.
there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's apple, so there's bound to be.
Yes, yes. And it's been here. I've had it here in the shop for a good bit of time, so it doesn't surprise me. But we will get it turned, kind of shaped up and everything, and then I'll deal with those if I need to, which I probably will.
Oh, yeah, you don't want your salad falling out.
We're up to right at 500 RPMs now. Finally,
The best salad bowl is one that's got meat in it.
little chicken, a little brisket.
There you go.
Brisket. Oh.
Mm.
Doug and I were talking earlier about gravy and biscuits, grits,
All those good things
cornbread.
we can't eat anymore.
Yeah, cornbread. Oh, cornbread. Jeez.
And there's not anything that's even close in England, is there?
Nope.
To what?
Cornbread.
Cornbread.
No, there's not. There's not.
Nope.
If you're
Cornbread
talking about
should.
biscuit, if you're talking about biscuits, yes, there is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You got scones and
Thanks, Mick.
when I was in seminary, they had move that a little closer so I don't fall off of it. They had a little bakery, just some snack kind of stuff, cookies and whatnot, along with the coffee shop. And they started making some scones, or at least what they were calling scones. And I so enjoyed those, and I have not had anything as nice since then.
Scones are about the closest things to American biscuits.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. A savory scone or scone is about the same as an American biscuit. But there's nothing in the UK like cornbread.
No, you're right there, Mark. There isn't.
And I'm going to say, I'm very sorry to my American friends, But anything above the Mason-Dixon line that calls itself cornbread ain't. Simple as that. Cornbread should only be made below the Mason-Dixon. Simple as that.
Okay, Walt
Yeah.
Wybrew Woodworking has just come in.
Hey, Walt.
He's
Hey,
got
Walt.
he's got a few minutes to watch. So with this bulldog, are you going to roll over that, sort of close in the top, or roll over the top?
No, I'm going to leave it open.
Okay.
Going to leave it open. Um,
I'll tell you what, Doug, you've got a really nice subtle OG there.
Mm.
It's one of my favourite shapes.
The only reason I was asking about closing over the top is that usually the difference between a salad bowl and a fruit bowl is that the fruit bowl tends to be open and the salad bowl tends to be closed over at the top, so you can actually do the mixing of the salad without it coming out.
right. The whole idea is that I have this big wide bowl with all my lettuce and everything, and I'm putting my meat right on top of that, and I
Yeah.
have plenty of room to mix
Okay.
and eat out of. This is be one to eat out of, not to serve out of.
Okay.
Lucy's
And
in.
Lucy's just come in.
Hi,
Hello,
Lucy.
Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. If anyone wants to know about dog bowl, just ask Andrew.
Oh.
I heard that. I heard that.
Too soon. Too soon.
Ouch.
Burn.
Mm.
Close, Mark. Close. It's brrr.
Burn.
I don't use a measuring instrument on my bowls too often, but I want this to be right almost 3 inches. I'm kind of modeling this after a bowl that we had down in South Georgia on vacation. We liked the bowl so much, my son and I did, that we both determined I had to make one, or two or three.
So
Lucy says she's covered in compost. And she might get
Oh, nice
taller.
one.
Okay. How about those potatoes?
Yeah. Jimmy and I were having a chat with Andrew one day, and we said to him, "Why don't you have a look at some bowl designs, Andrew?" And he did. He looked at dog bowl designs.
No.
Oh my.
It's okay, Andrew. Everybody goes through that stage. I did for a day or two.
Lucy, Hampton Wood turning name is Scot with 2 T.
Like thick, 2 C's.
All right, I'm going to shape up my tenon and then we can do something with it here. Only time I use a skew on a bowl. Then get my smaller bowl gouge just to clean up my bottom just a little bit. I'll do more when I turn it back around to take this tenon off.
You want to be careful using a bowl gouge. Clean your bottom. Just saying.
Yep, speaking from experience, he is there.
Yeah.
Catch it on the wingers and hingers.
Yep. Winnets and hingers are a nightmare to ball gouges.
Lucy says no potatoes. It's tomatoes, pumpkins, and peppers.
Yeah, Yeah, Lucy, I think the plan is you're supposed to cover the tomatoes, pumpkins, and peppers in compost, not yourself.
But yourself, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be a little bit more careful.
Is that the cut mark? Is that the one you like?
That is.
Thought you did. All right. This lower section one more time, just to save some little bit of sanding. I'm gonna sand just the same. It doesn't save much. It saves time more than anything. All right. Kind of liking what I got there. Does have a pretty good crack right there. One going through the bottom there. Left my medium CA over on the other area here. Here we go.
Right, are you going to be doing any more cuts on this, Doug, or not?
I will probably just sanding. And you're thinking sanding sealer.
Yeah, I'm thinking sand and sealer, so...
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
I think you're
I'm
probably
also
right.
thinking go to the end view now.
Little sanding sealer. Little conversation starter.
Ooh.
Mick. Yes, I do, Mick.
I've
You
just seen that.
fuckers.
It's just popped up. Well done, Mick. Keep 'em coming.
Funnily enough, I haven't shown Mark how to do that cut properly yet. I may well do that.
It shows. I teach all my students, but that when I do the bulk courses, I teach all my students that finishing cut, and every one of them is sent away with a link to Wayne's channel. You want to see somebody do it well? Watch Wayne.
Go watch Wayne.
Yeah. I pride myself on it. I think I'm pretty good. But I model myself on Wayne with that cut.
Oh,
On the
cheers,
finishing
mate.
cut.
Checks in the post.
Thank you. Doesn't have to be a big one.
It isn't.
It won't be. No, it won't be.
I got a nice check the other day. I was happy. It's always
The
nice
IRS
when
sent,
go
the
ahead, Mark.
IRS send you something?
No, I wish they sent me that check a while back. I still got the state Department of Revenue I got to deal with. They owe me, and they're saying they're not going to.
All right.
But it's on them. It's this time.
Right. Heather's just come in from Spirit Wind Woodstone.
Well,
and
hi
Bones, sorry.
Heather.
Hi,
Hello,
Heather.
Heather.
All right, just
Hello,
put a little
Heather.
bit of the crud out of those 3 cracks.
Right, for those of you that don't know, the reason I asked Doug if he was going to do another cut after the CA glue, or if he was going to use sand and sealer, is that if you use super glue, CA glue straight on the wood and then sand it, it can still sometimes leave marks. Whereas if you put sand and sealer on first, there's less chance of the glue making marks on the wood.
Stops the staining, doesn't it? Or reduces the staining.
Yeah.
Right. I think reduces is a better term because it can. I have gotten stains even when
It
I've
still does,
sealed it.
yeah. And sometimes it depends more on the wood as well.
Yes.
Some woods, for all woods, you should do the sanding sealer first. Some woods hides it completely. Other woods just reduces it.
I'm going to take this off just to get this where it goes across the bottom. Oh, I got to remember what I did. When you got a
I
wormwood,
found,
it's not going to just fall off.
I find cedar, no matter what you do with cedar, you can still see where you've glued it.
Mm-hmm.
And no guarantees that it's going to hold.
No, I've stopped turning cedar altogether. I've had too
I,
many pieces blow up.
I have basically quit. It's the last one I did. I was finishing it while I was watching Nick, and lo and behold, that thing as I was sanding, and it blew up into about 6 or 7 pieces that I still haven't found the whole thing.
Oh, good.
Oh,
That last piece I had was for the butte tree, and I literally only left it to go upstairs, make a coffee, come back down, and in that time, it had moved enough that when I touched it, it just shattered. And I thought, that's it.
Oh, I remember that one.
I'm done with it now.
Yeah. Comes a point when you just say, I've had enough. The
Yeah, I just
result
don't
of
turn it in.
cedar is kind of fun. It looks great, but
Right, Scott and Lucy at the moment are talking gardening and compost, and the different smells you can get out of compost.
oh my,
okay.
I've
I've
never
got to
found
say,
compost.
I've got to say, if you're doing compost properly and you let it mature properly, it shouldn't actually smell.
Copper
Rob.
Woodton
And
has just joined.
Hey,
Hey,
Rob.
Copper.
uh,
Hey, Rob.
How you doing?
Walter said he often uses a skew chisel as a negative rake scraper on the convex surfaces of the outside of bowls. He gets a better shape control than with the circular negative rake scraper.
Oh yeah. No,
Jeez, Rob.
I just realized
Skew makes a really good negative rake scraper.
that pocket is jam packed full of salt of shavings.
You've got some for later, yeah.
That's the problem with front pockets.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, this one will get sewn up.
Yeah, sew it up.
There's no point, no reason to have that pocket there, but that wasn't an option. Okay. Unlock the spindle. In fact, I'm gonna double check on my. I don't often have anything come out of this chuck, but every once in a while.
Just in case.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. There's all my.
Better to be safe.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
what
better.
Doug just did there on his chuck, I think he's got 3 locking points on that chuck, and what he did was actually tighten all of them. There might even have been 4, I'm not too sure. But
I think there's
he
3.
actually went round and tightened all of them, and that's always good practice.
Counting was
If
never a
anybody
big strength
now,
of
if
yours.
anybody goes back and watches any of my lives and starts contradicting me,
Just basically do as Wayne says, don't do as he
not what,
does.
not what he does.
I was about to say that. As I say, not as I do. There's a lot of things I do or say that I don't do, and it's not because I don't think it's right. It's simply because I forget.
Mm.
All right.
Doug, Ronald says just duct tape the pocket. Stick a bit of duct tape on there, you'll be fine.
Duct tape will work just fine. Yep.
Get a patch made and just put the patch across the top of the opening.
Yeah, could do that. All right, let's see. I'm going to turn that speed down again just because it's easy enough to turn back up.
Yep, always good practice. Change your holding point, lays back to 0, start it again.
Yep. I'm at 500, almost where I was. Let's put it in forward. How's that?
It might be a
helps.
good idea.
That might help.
I've yet to find it where it cuts good when I'm in reverse. It just doesn't do it. I sat here one day and I resharpened my tool 2 or 3 times. I still couldn't get it to cut.
Oh, Doug, I sharpened all of my bull gouges one day and couldn't get them to cut.
Yeah, they won't. Ah, that's better.
Scott has said a couple of laughy faces. I shall do a live demo with you guys.
Yeah, it's good to have you in, Scott. Scott's in the wrong part of the country and over on that left corner. So he doesn't get that opportunity very often.
No, Scott's done it when Jimmy used to do the virtual craft show. We had Scott on quite a few times doing the live.
Yeah, yeah.
Shoo! I can tell there's no green to it. That's nothing but chips coming out of there. Got some bug damage right there.
Yeah.
My cracks. All right, we're good. But I can speed it up. That's the good thing.
There you go.
Mick Hughes has asked a question there. Do easy wood carbide cutters fit on any other makes of tools? The only way I'm going to answer that, Mick, is to buy some and try.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. All of that dust is coming from where there's been some bug-eaten stuff and it's really dry.
Yep. I got stuff in the way. There we go. Springing up. This is my vacuum right here.
Just gonna nip off for a second. Somebody's at my door.
Okay, that'll be a
There's somebody
delivery
at
man.
the door.
It's Huey.
Yeah.
Well, he won't be there with his Toblerone, let's put it that way.
Yeah, you won't feel that.
Right, Mick has come back to me and said, thanks, Wayne. I might just bite the bullet and buy the whole tool as the bars look solid. All I can
They
say to
are.
that one is, Mick, you will not go wrong. If you buy Easy Wood tools, the carbides, you will not go wrong.
No.
Definitely
No
not.
word of a lie.
No.
I've got
Well,
one or two, and I like them.
I've got a
Yeah,
few.
I
Not
think
as many
Jimmy's
as
got the
Jamie.
whole set. I've got a few. Jimmy's got the whole set. Now, I predominantly use mine for hollowing, and they are absolutely brilliant at hollowing.
Yes.
Since I got my Easy Wood tools, I don't think I've used another hollowing tool, to tell you the truth. I think I've predominantly used the Easy Wood ones.
We'll take just a little more off this edge just to clean it up where that bug damage was.
Anita says, I need a set of Easy Wood tools.
Yes, you
You know
do.
where to go, and I sent you a place where to get you 10% off at the moment.
And the other thing is, Anita, some of them have got orange handles.
Oh, yeah, they have.
fire, fire.
Fire orange.
There you go.
There we are. Oh, wrong camera. There we go.
There
I
we
got
go.
brown, red, and tan. Well, sort of tan.
Ooh.
That's a that. Jamie's never seen a handle like that on an easy wood tool. I'm sure. That's hickory. That was pre. That was pre pony, pre um, craft supply. Um, there's a couple others. I've got some of the new mini ones. All right, we're good there. Let's keep going.
Oh, Yappy's just come in. Hi, Yappy.
Hey,
Hey,
Yappy.
buddy.
Hey, Jaffy.
Kind of ratcheting down the edge of the outside and following it.
No,
Not
Scott's
chicken.
Scott
just put in there.
says,
And,
yeah, go on.
yeah, Scott's just put in there, and I think this is something that just about everybody who uses carbides agrees with. There are different grades of carbide tips. The cheaper ones do not hold the sharpness as long as the easy wood tips. And I
That's a
think the
fact.
majority of
Yeah,
majority of people that use easy wood tools would totally agree with that.
yeah.
I was with a friend there at AEW who needed some replacement tips, and he was talking with the guys there at Easywood. I thought for sure he's going to stop talking, and well, he had bought a bunch of stuff from them, including a chuck. But he did not buy any tips. He went around the corner and bought some tips. I said, buddy, you know how much research went into the carbide for the Easy Wood. And he says, I know, but the price difference. I said, okay, you'll be back.
Yeah, but they last longer.
They certainly
Yeah,
do.
Yeah,
yes, they do. They sharper. They will hold up longer. It's incredible.
they're cleaner. I've
Yes,
seen pictures.
Now
I've
I
seen
bought
pictures of them under a
right.
microscope.
Yeah, and so have I as well, Jamie. Now I bought my number one follower at Harrogate last November, and I am still using it in the same configuration because I've lost the Allen key to turn it around, and it's still sharp.
yeah, you'll know when it goes dull. There's no question.
It's a false economy to buy cheaper tools. Simple as
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
I learned that very early on.
I remember when
Yeah.
I only had one number one hollower.
Yeah, me too.
That's one I didn't pull out a while ago.
There
Oh,
you
he's
go.
got
There
one.
you go.
Have you got a number one hollower, Mark?
No, I haven't.
Oh dear.
So we've got somebody
There
else
you
to
go.
pick on now.
My precious.
Oh, hang on.
Jake's in. Hello, Jake.
Yeah, I wonder why that got held for review. Evening, Jake.
No idea.
Hello, Jake.
Hello,
Hey,
Yappy.
Jake.
Are you alright, buddy?
Where am I? There I am.
There you go. Co-host of Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Hey, Jake. I don't know if you know, but Jamie was saying earlier that his muscles on his arms are almost as big as yours now.
Oh, they are.
There you go.
But
Oh.
notice I said almost.
The gun show needs to happen on Saturday.
I thought that was just flat.
Jesus,
It
mate.
used to be.
They're not back.
It used to be.
Tell you what, mate. Just say what you think.
Think what you
Used to
say.
be.
You know me, Mark. That's what I usually do.
There's no filter. Yeah. Don't stir the pot with those skinny arms.
Anita's just got done pouring some knife skills.
I keep telling her, Nita, she hasn't got to make me another knife, but she won't listen.
You're a bad man, Jamie.
All right. I was uh, I was having to deal with the switch on the vacuum itself there for so long, and I kept watching you guys having those nice switch receptacles where you could just reach over and do it. And I found one, and I mean that's it right there. That switch does that plug. That's it. So I'm tickled with that. That was a great purchase.
Excellent.
It makes life a lot easier. We don't
And
we don't do that very often in this country.
Anita says, I'm unstoppable as a best friend.
Let's see.
There you go, Anita.
Got a little groove right here that I'm trying to get rid of before I go any further. Go ahead and clean up that inner edge. Ah, much better.
See, that cut always stands me on edge. You American turners, you do that cut so much. It's so touchy.
See, I disagree with you, Mark. I think that's a good cut.
By turning it up like that, it is a sheer. That one's a
All you're
sheer
doing there,
scrape.
yeah,
I know it's a
you're
sheer
doing a
scrape,
sheer
but
scrape when you do that.
you're so close to having a massive cut.
No, but the thing is, what the best way to do that is actually to have the gouge sitting
Closed.
on the
Look at
bevel.
that. There you go.
You have the gouge sitting on the bevel, so it's not doing any cut. Then you slowly roll it over, just until the cut starts happening, and then pull it back.
Mm.
All right, we've gotten to a new place.
I'll show you
Jake
how to do
says,
it, Mark.
dang Americans.
Yeah. It's
Well,
just different styles of turning.
yes, it
We
is.
we we don't tend to do that cut that much here. But
Now we'll do not only a sheer scrape, but we'll do a sheer cut as well. Which that's the one
yeah,
that gets me. The
that's the
sheer
one when it
scrape is.
goes wrong, it goes real wrong,
It can. Yes, sir.
real quick.
Yeah. We'll give it just a lick more speed here, up to 1200 now. Let's see. Before I do that, I'm going to get rid of that elbow stabber. If I don't, I know what'll happen. I will hit
Yep.
it. Where
You
if I
will
take
hit
it
it.
out, I won't get anywhere near it.
End up in the emergency room. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
With
For
a
something that
plaster.
could. Yes,
Oh,
exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Here we go. Jimmy's talking about his micro cuts now.
No. At least it is. Hey, Wayne. At least it ain't about his broken wrist.
Or his broken wings.
Yeah, rather a broken wrist than a broken wing.
Blah blah blah. Whatever.
you slow pitch that one.
And Scott has said that he does shear scraping on the outside of the bulls, but not the inside.
Actually, Ronald's got a fair valid point there too. Be careful of the crack on the inside.
Yeah,
Yep.
just be careful of that crack.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to get some glue here in just a minute. I just want to take a little bit of the center hump out before I get there.
New comment. Hope you're ready
Nick.
for Harrogate, Mick, because you've got to do a winged bowl.
Right,
That's the only.
hang on. Right, Mick has come in there with no comment, but he just made a comment saying no comment.
Because it's not like him at all not to make a comment.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
We've all got to do a winged bowl at some point, Harrogate. Got a lovely
Right,
piece of
Mick. If
maple.
you're going to do, if Mick is going to do a wing bowl at Harrogate, it's got to be a good-looking bowl, straight from the tool finish.
Yeah.
That sounds like the gauntlet is being thrown there. So,
Oh, it
Mick,
has.
there you go.
Oh, it definitely has. And
Go-
Andy's just come in.
Hello, Andy. You
Hey up,
can't
Andy.
think that I've taken all this stick,
How you doing?
all this time, without being able to get my revenge.
All right, let's go back to the overhead. Well, if I can
The
find.
winged challenge.
Oh, he's saying his game.
Oh, there we go.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Right. I've got a lovely piece of nice, hard, curly maple, which I shall be saving for Harrogate.
Only one piece.
Yeah. Just do it in a oneer. Do it in a oneer.
Yeah, we
All
surely
right.
we need 3 pieces. We need one for you, one for me, and one for Mick.
Wait, bring your own bloody wood. Do
Oh,
it.
right, right,
You
right.
think I am? I'm a poor, suffering RPT.
You're no. What do you mean?
Poor
You're a,
suffering
you're,
RPT.
you're a repeat.
Oh, I'll bring 2 then.
repeat.
Okay, I'm actually seeing a little bit of glue in those cracks, so
Yeah,
we're
Yappy
in pretty
said
good
he
shape.
had a ball blow up on him 2 weeks ago because of a crack he didn't see.
Yep.
Ooh, he was buffing when it happened.
Mm.
Oh,
No, that's not happy. That's not a happy experience.
Nope. Nope. It's like my cedar one I was talking about a while ago. Blew up while I was sanding, and it was
That's
at
making me
3.
sent.
I was sanding with 320. I was
Oh
done.
man, that needs to be shared somewhere.
What?
All right. I've got my marks there. I did mark this where it came out of the chuck.
Do I even open it, Jamie?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
yes. Open it.
Oh, gee.
Oh no, Jamie!
That's awesome.
I don't think I need to ask.
Oh, Paige.
Oh,
Right, share that one in the group, Jamie, so Doug can see it when he's finished.
that's awesome.
All right.
Mike from Dancers has said, take 2 and let them fight over it.
Change camera, Doug.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Dances. Yeah, it's a good idea, actually. We do have 2 blanks. I could take one. They could have the other. That's the right side.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire.
It's funny. You say it's apple, but it sounds really hard for apple.
It is. Well, it's old.
Yeah, and very dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely apple. Um, it's a nice pinkish tan to it, but it's clear. I'm amazed at how clear it is. But it is very very dry. And it has aged and gotten very hard. I think before I go No, I can go on. I still got where it gets dark here. From there on, it's still a little thick. I can take another couple of cuts. I may do that with a scraper.
Gerard's having a go. See you soon, Gerard.
Hi,
Good,
Jerry.
right.
Reservoir.
I don't.
The other
You might want to think about taking that dark bit down to that the hump that you got in the middle there, Doug, because that is getting quite a thin ball now, and you
Yeah.
might start getting some vibration when you come back to it
Leave
with
some
the
mass in
scraper.
the middle.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. From here down, it's thicker anyway. And so,
Okay.
but you're right. I think I should probably go ahead and run the scraper through it just to kind of even it up and clean it up. Turn it up on edge just a little bit to make it a little
Hello,
less aggressive.
hello, Richard
Michael
Raffin.
McEwen's in.
Hey,
Hello,
Michael.
Michael.
Let's
Michael.
go.
Was just talking about you a few minutes ago.
And it was all bad.
No.
He said you like silver.
Stop stirring it, Jamie.
Silver.
Mike from Dancers has said, "Is there anywhere I can apply for a registered broke turner badge?"
Yeah.
They are available, but we are all broke and we can't afford to buy one.
I kind of like Mike Walt's badge that he made up.
Oh, the RATs.
Yeah.
Registered Amateur Turner. I've told him that stands for something else, but I can't say it on live.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can keep that one to yourself. All right. That's got the
They
bulk
say
of what I needed.
we've all said this before. They say if you want to make £10,000 a year as a wood turner, start with £20,000.
You don't say.
And Rob from Klingspor has just come in.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello,
Rob.
Rob.
There's
Howdy
Markham.
doody.
You notice I got in there first with Rob because I'm his #1 advertiser on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, please. Bleh.
Oh, so you're going to be getting a stand soon, then, are you, Wayne?
Oh, I did actually inquire about that, but no,
You
I'm
could
not.
have had a stand.
Yes, I know.
One that's stocked up.
What's stocked up?
Mine was going to get stocked up with hats.
Oh, dear me.
Rob, don't
No
don't
probs, Rob.
don't, don't entertain his ego. That's what I'm for.
And Douglas Mongham's just come in. Good evening, Doug.
Hey,
Hey,
Douglas.
Douglas.
Hi, Douglas.
How you
And
doing?
Susie Swiss Woodturn has just come in as well. Hey, Susie.
How
Susie.
you doing?
Kevin
Hello.
9K's. Or was he here earlier?
Who's
Gary
that?
Glass has just popped
Oh,
in.
Kev at 9 and yeah, sorry, Mark, missed that one.
Yeah. Gary Glass.
Anthony
Anthony
Green's
Green.
just come in as well.
Somebody
Oh,
else.
you know what's happened?
Somebody
Brian's
else's
just
live is
finished.
finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Brian's just finished.
I will most likely, as soon as we're out of here, I'll probably go over there and watch the playback of that.
Yeah, so will I. Because he was doing texture and colouring tonight.
I'm gonna go wash my hair.
Once we're done here, I'll be.
Mark.
Nice one, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, was that obvious?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was still funny.
I couldn't stop myself.
So what I was going to say was, after we finish here, I'm going to go back to watching the Creative Makers podcast that was live last night.
Yeah.
Yes,
you go.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched that yet. I've got to go
Yes,
and watch that.
that's a good one, Andrew. That's a good suggestion.
Yeah,
I watched about half of it before I came in.
And Ben Jammon's come in and he has said, sorry I'm late, I was watching Brian's live. And then there was just a massive queue at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, Ben.
Were they
Thank you,
selling
mate.
walnut sheep or something?
Must have been. Saw the other day they're going to bring Ronald McDonald back.
why?
Good question.
And the hamburger.
Hamburglar.
Hamburglar.
I didn't read all of the articles, so there was a sandwich they're going to bring back, and I don't know what sandwich they did away with. Come on now.
Oh, hopefully it's the McRib.
Maybe that might be it. One of these days, I'm going to get a curved tool rest so that I can get these deeper bowls a little easier.
Well,
Well,
we
to
bought
tell
a
you the
curved.
truth, I bought a robust curved tool rest
Yeah.
at Harrogate last year, and I just can't get away with it. Where it sits in the tool post, it gets in the way whenever you're doing any internal turning, and that's with a very good tool rest. It's the robust one. It just gets in the way.
Now I just watched Shay. He just got one and used it for the first time. He did say it's going to take some practice to learn how to use it, but
I
he
think
likes it.
the best move I ever made was to have one custom made,
Right.
because
Yeah, but
I described the arc I wanted, and that's what he did.
he's not making them anymore, is he?
No, I know. It's a real shame. I was one of the last ones he had that he made for people. But if you've got a local engineering works, and you go along and you describe what you want, you'd be amazed at how cheap they are. They won't charge you anything like what the big manufacturers do, and it'll usually be made out of stainless steel.
Yeah.
Now I've actually made quite a few tool rests over the years, and what I tend to do, because on my Axeman's it's a inch tool that goes into the part of the banjo, and I just buy some inch mild steel, cut off a length to go into the banjo, and then get a friend of mine to actually shape it.
Yeah.
Now I had a
How
big
long's the
discussion.
post on that curved one you got, Wayne?
How long's what? Sorry, Jamie.
The post.
Hang on, I will just check. I think it'll be too short for your lathe,
Yeah,
but I'll just
say.
check.
Probably.
Once I find it. There it is. Oh no, it's definitely too short for your lathe, Jamie. The post on this is only 80 mil long.
Oh, right, okay.
Now I don't know if Axeman's actually do the posts with longer lengths or not.
I think they do them fixed length with different diameters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, this is the only tool rest that they do for this lathe.
Well, that long one.
Yeah. And it's
Tell
got
you
a
the
five.
truth,
It's got a 5-inch in length post.
right. Your best bet, Jamie, would be to get in touch with Carl, seeing as how he's got a robust, and see if Carl can sort something out with robust, or see what they've got over in the States, and get him to send you
Yeah.
one.
Because they're basically robust tool posts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the other one to look at, Jamie, is Simon Oak, because he sells the Dick Mark people.
Yeah.
They've got long stems.
Do you all have? Is one way available to you all?
No.
No, we have to
Okay.
import.
I was just going to say they make tool posts specifically. If I ordered one for this lathe, I would order it for the Nova 1624. They have a
Yeah.
specific size for each lathe.
No.
They're the only company I know that does that.
I don't think we have a one-way distributor in the UK, to tell you the truth.
May not.
Simon Oak, didn't he?
Okay, Ben's answered me saying something.
Yeah, Simon Hope sells one-way lathes.
Okay.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realise that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you wanted,
£5,575.
yeah,
Yeah, but okay, he sells the lathe, but does he sell the one-way accessories?
Yes.
See, that's the difference.
One-way curved rest.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Jamie.
£62.50.
yeah, and their rests are modular, so you buy a post separate.
Yeah, that's the same as the Sorby. The Sorby ones are modular as well.
Bear with. Here you go, Jamie. Links in the chat.
There you go. Simon Oak.
That's your ticket right there. All right.
Lucy and Ben are talking about how they both want Five Guys.
Oh
Keep
yeah.
that kind of chat to themselves. To be fair, I'm not surprised about Ben. Shocked about Lucy.
Scott is asking, is your dust collector on, Doug?
No, should be.
There
It
you go.
is now. Can y'all hear that just a little bit?
Yeah, it's fine. Can't hear it at all, almost.
I'm surprised. I almost can't hear you all. It's so loud.
Same as when I use mine, mate.
Right?
I turn mine on, I can't hear anything the way Bill was saying.
Sorry, Mark, didn't hear that.
Sorry, what?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Chris from Bailey Woodworks is in.
Hey,
Hey,
Chris.
How you doing?
What sort of finish are you going to put on this tonight, Doug?
I'm sorry. What'd you ask me?
What sort of finish are you going to put on this?
Good question. I haven't fully decided. Um, Probably go with just abrasive paste and wax, at least for now. I may come back later and change that. That bug damage right there is kind of bugging me.
Yeah, it's that looks a bit annoying.
Yeah, I may or may not use that for a salad bowl.
Handy.
It's still there, but I mean, it's staying in. If I finish over it, it probably will be fine. And of course, the air compressor kicks on.
No, that's fine. It's not that bad.
It's not obtrusive.
Yeah, y'all say unobtrusive, but it's loud to me. There we go.
Okay.
Where'd I put it? There it
Do
is.
you not use a right, Doug? Do you not use a sanding sealer before the bruiser paste? Oh,
Beat
you're
you
doing
to it.
that. Sorry.
Beat you to it.
Sometimes I
It's
do
certainly,
forget.
it's certainly a conversation starter.
I do forget from time to time, but it's like I've heard you say so often. Just put on a second coat.
Yeah, just put on a second coat. If you forget to use sanding sealer before abrasive paste, just put on a second coat of abrasive paste.
Watched a video the other day. A guy was using abrasive paste and he forgot his sanding sealer, and so he changed his whole finish routine. I thought, dude, you didn't really need to do that. I'll switch it back here to the end view here in just half a second.
Right, Anita
And they,
is asking, where do you get your sanding sealer from in spray cans? Now, obviously, Anita is asking this for over in the States, and I
Right.
believe that the one that Doug is using is a lacquer cum sanding sealer. Is that right,
Yes.
Doug?
Yes. It is a lacquer. It's Deft lacquer sanding sealer. I get it from worldpaintsupply.com. That is the distributor for Deft, and they do send it, all over the United States.
So
It
that's
is,
DEFT.
yes. It's
Well, there
a
you go,
great
Anita.
product. It's an old product. It's been around for a long time. Um, they also have lacquer in a spray can. I get now, Anita and anybody else interested, I not only get it in a spray can, I get it in a quart can as well so that I can mix it up and use it that way. I cut it 50-50 with lacquer thinner. That's that's it right there. Put it in a condiment dispenser, and it works
Yeah, I
very,
can't
very well.
remember. I can't remember. I can't remember what Mark cuts his at. I usually cut mine at 60-40.
Right?
Yeah, same 60-40. Well, between 60-40, 70-30.
Yeah. And I typically do 50-50. It's just easy for me to do it that way. Taking this face shield off, it's hot. There we go. Just getting this outer edge. You know what in the world? I got something on my screen that. There we go. Now I know what I got. Who's got the birds chirping?
That'll be me.
Ah, very good. All right, let's speed her up just a little bit. Still using that same piece of the kitchen roll, paper towel, whatever we want to call it today.
Okay. Ronald Todd has said Def can be bought at Ace Hardware, and Scott has said, now I don't know if this is on the same sort of stream, but oh no, they don't. You can't purchase if you live in California. They won't ship it here.
they won't ship a lot of
Oh
things to
dear.
California. You can't
Yeah,
get
Yeah,
there's a
denatured
hell of a lot
alcohol
of stuff
there
in
either.
California you can't get.
right. You can almost get air shipped to you in California.
I'm almost
There,
starting to think California's like Guam.
It's
Oh dear.
pretty crazy. Now, Ace Hardware, for you folks in the United States, that's where I used to get mine all the time. If they didn't have it, they would order it and get it for me in 3 or 4 days. The sanding sealer they have as a non-stocked item anymore, so it's not available from Ace. Um, and the salesman told me he was not sure how much longer the lacquer would be available. So, other than wholesale or uh, internet sales, it may be hard to find here in the near future. Just getting a clean piece of paper towel. So, yes, Ace Hardware used to carry it. I don't think they're going to do it much longer.
Douglas says, JP, they will not ship you. I've been to California.
Mick was asking, has the bowl moved or is it just an optical illusion? I think it's an optical illusion.
I think it's not because if it has moved, it hasn't moved a hell of a lot.
It's not moved
There's-
much.
No,
There's a little
no.
bit of a crack right on the edge, and I mean that. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. It's
We can hear
It's
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thumping just a little
Pop,
bit.
pop.
I think that's
Scott
just where the
uses
crack-
Zinzer's shellac wipe-on sealer.
Yes, the Zinzers
I've heard
seal
Zinzer's.
coat.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a shellac base, um,
Yeah.
and it's a good product, excellent product. I just like lacquer. I've used it since high school days, and we're talking early to mid '70s. So, yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
was gonna say early to mid-century. Lewis is in. Hi, Lewis.
Hey,
Hey, Lewis.
Good evening, Lewis.
How
Good
you
to see
doing?
you, Lewis. Not chasing Jack around this afternoon, are you? Or this afternoon? It's afternoon where you are. Yes. Got to think where people are. I tell somebody I'm doing a
He's just northeast of you.
yeah. I tell people I'm doing a YouTube live. They say, "Oh, where are people from that when you do that?" International, United States, Canada, England, other parts of Europe. It's crazy. We got
Australia,
Africa tonight, Australia.
South Africa, Australia.
I do believe we're getting close. Starting to see some glow. One more piece of. I'm only using little tiny quarter sheets. I get them. I buy the rolls that are half sheets, and then I take them when I get them. I take them to the bandsaw and cut them in half.
You're
So,
starting to sound like Emma, the Tiny Turner.
oh, she would cut them 2 more times.
She probably would, yeah.
But we just recently found some that are sold with a perforation down the center. I thought that was pretty cool. So that's probably what I'm going to try next. These are pretty cheap paper towels here, but they work. Still getting a little bit out, mostly on this edge where I hadn't been paying as much attention to it. You know, that edge will get warm too.
Oh
No
yes.
problem, Rob. Send away. Send you an email.
Yeah, no problem, Rob. I will answer as soon as I can. It probably will be tomorrow.
Well, it might be tomorrow.
Turn it up one more time. We're up at 1640 right now.
Oh, Mick, that's just so uncalled for.
It's fairly true,
I know, but
though.
uncalled for.
If you didn't see that, Doug, Mika said Andy cut some.
Hey!
Oh, whoops!
Oops.
Oh,
Ah!
dear. Oh,
That crack going through
Damn!
the bottom, let go. That one right there, let go.
You
I did
alright?
not know. Yeah. It just nicked me, is all. there is some nice things about when this kind of stuff happens. I like to look at it, see what's going on. I got a pretty nice thickness going on
Just-
through there.
Don't be a hero.
Yes,
Wrap a
it
bit
was
of paper
good
towel
good
around it.
wall thickness.
Your
Yeah.
wife's
Yeah.
coming in now.
Yeah, I just saw her.
Yeah. Hello.
Right
It's,
now, someone said earlier on, I can't remember who it was, that happened when they were buffing, and now it's just happened with Doug
It was
when
yapping.
he was buffing.
You
It
jinxed
was
it.
Doug.
these things can happen.
A
yeah,
little bit of paper
it's got.
towel around your finger, please.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I got something I want to show you real quick here. It's
Thank you.
in fact, I've got a yeah. Where I glued this, there's glue coming all the way down to there.
Yeah.
And apparently that crack went further than I realized. It came all the way up the other side.
Hey, you've got nice consistent wall thickness though.
Yeah.
I was real happy with it. You know, the bottom would have been hollowed just a slight amount to leave a foot. There wouldn't have been much, and that would have made it just about the same as the walls.
Yep.
Of course, the tenon's still in there. The other half
Tenon
is,
held.
yeah,
Somewhere
tenon
else.
held.
The other
Um,
half is somewhere else.
yeah, somewhere else.
The other half
It's-
is in Tennessee.
Oh, I see it. It's 2.5 feet in front of me.
Right.
That's it.
Douglas is asking.
Well-
Douglas is asking, would the heat do that? No, it was just the crack that was in the bowl that
Yeah,
did
Right.
that.
Just gave.
Yeah, the crack was
way.
showing up from here to about here, and I put glue in it from the back side, which was fine. In fact, it was a little higher. It was up here. Came all the way down. I had glue in that far, and it just the crack just let go. It didn't hold on, which is when you take a piece of wood that's got a crack in it, you never quite know. But it was.
Mick, shut up, Mick.
Oh, Mick.
You can
Too
see it.
soon. Too soon.
It had a.
Doug, that's somebody trying to tell you, don't eat salad. It's not good for you.
There you
Oh,
go.
hang on. Whoa, hang on. You can get half a salad in that.
Oh, no, see,
Sort of, maybe,
Dad,
kind of.
If you'd been making a steak,
Hey,
that'd have been fine.
what does that look like?
Oh, shut it, you.
I can say it. Oh, can you see
Oh,
Chop it off.
broken rings.
that edge crack
Oh,
too?
hey, Doug, there is definitely a wing bowl there in what's left.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Chop it off.
And I may
banana
well do
bowl.
that. I may do that, but not today. It's been hour and a half. I didn't realize
Yeah.
we were quite that long, but yeah, it was coming up good. I mean, that's not even any finish on it really, just the abrasive.
Yeah,
And
it was nice.
Yeah, it was a nice piece of apple. It was going to be pretty, but we'll do it again. I've got some other large pieces of wood. I've got a big chunk of olive over there, apple or
Oh, nice.
desert olive
There you
that I
go.
made.
Desert olive. Do we?
Yeah. Let's see if I can grab it real quick for you. It doesn't look like much right now, but once it's turned, it's going to be gorgeous. And it's again, it's a big block. It's a big boy.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's not regular olive. It's desert olive that they grow out in the Southwest here, and it's a species tree. And so
I read
or
that wrong. I
specimen.
thought it said Clive on the front there.
Olive, not Clive.
No, Clive.
It's
I'm afraid
11
it's
and a
Clive
quarter
tree.
square, I believe. Well, it's 11 and a quarter by 12 by 5 and a quarter.
5
So
and
it's
a quarter.
Yeah, 5 and a quarter thick.
Oh,
You could
that's going to
core
be
that.
nice.
That'll be
You
a
could core that.
yes. I could, and that's yes, Mark. I think I will. Now that you mention that, had not even thought about it, but yes, coring that would be fantastic. Get at least one more bowl, if not two.
Yep.
A little change bowl, a decent little, like a cereal bowl size, and then the big boy.
Brilliant. I'll get in touch with Scott and tell him he's not doing a live next week, so we can watch this.
Well, I was just going to say, next Tuesday, if you want to do mine next Tuesday, you'd be more than welcome, mate.
But I don't
And I'll
want to
be
knock
honest.
you out. So.
No. I'm proper. I know I'm not complaining. I'm proper busy from like tomorrow for 2 weeks. So
Uh-huh.
if
Okay.
you want to do next Tuesday, you're more than welcome.
I will plan on it. If you're busy, I will do it.
Yeah.
I love to turn like Josh on the podcast was saying it's kind of a passion, so it's the only hobby he needs. It's the same way for me. Turning has become my passion, and I really don't need a bunch of other hobbies. Love to play golf, but I haven't played golf since 2000, maybe 99.
He, he
No, it's
hasn't
been
played
longer than
golf
that.
since he started turning.
There
Yeah.
you go.
No, I was turning a while before I quit golf. I, I was walking. I was walking down the 16th fairway, and all of a sudden, I had teed off, had a great shot right down the center. Ball was out in the open. I could see it. And between the tee and my ball, I felt awful. It was the year that swine flu was going crazy and people were dying from it. And so I called my doctor when I got home. I said, I think I've got swine flu. He said, don't even bother with the office, go straight into the ER. They checked me out. I had strep throat, but I was proper sick. So anyway, that's that
Make it
story.
See,
out, don't you?
see, Doug,
Make it
I
out.
thought that was going to be a totally different story. I thought you were going to say you hit one from the tee, you went straight down the middle of the fairway, you went to get the ball, you looked to your left, and there was a pile of wood standing there, and you thought, I'm going to get that.
Had there been a stack of wood, I would have.
I thought you got diagnosed with boredom.
Oh, this is what I do. It keeps me out of the pool halls and safe. So, or mostly safe anyway.
Nice, safe while he's dripping blood on his bedways. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, bless you.
It's all That's just part of the game. It happens. We do our best not for it not to happen, but every once in a while it just does.
Mick's off to practice wing bowls. Yeah.
All
Get on
right,
it, boy.
Mick.
Yeah,
You practiced
can
it, Mick.
I just say to Mick, you are going to need the practice. You really are.
Yeah. Them's fighting words.
Oh, I wish I could come over. This is going to be a hoot.
Get yourself over here in November, mate.
Yeah.
I'll video it for you.
There you go. There you go. It'd be cool to have all three side by side on three different lays all at the same time. That'd be pretty
I've
fun.
only got one lathe. I've only borrowed one.
Very good. Well, I'm going to knock this thing in the head, and go get me a plaster for my finger, and we'll see everybody on the next trip. Hopefully, you can come in Tuesday. That would be great.
Nice one. I'll
Nice
be
one, mate.
here if you want me, Doug. I'll be here.
All right. All right. Yeah, just plan on it.
I'll
Precious,
be
if
able
you
to be
want
over,
to.
but I'll
JP,
be covered.
All right.
All right.
yeah, all four of you. You're welcome. I'd enjoy it. So, everybody, thank you all for coming in, being with us today. This has been fun. In fact, let me bring these guys back in so they can. There they are.
Hey,
Glad everybody had their pants
hello.
on. I didn't give you any warning. But anyway,
You
it's
should
been.
get naked in a warehouse.
Can I just say, no alcohol in the workshop, by the way?
Oh, really?
Just tea.
the mains have been turned off, and only the overhead lights are on. Very
Yeah,
good.
I've finished for the day. I'm still wearing the smock, but I'm finished.
Yep. I've got to blow off and do a good bit of sweeping. I've got a proper mulch pile underneath the lathe now.
Yeah, Rob has just said to Jamie, nice hat, by the way.
It's all right, isn't it?
Nice hat. Nice hat. Oh no,
Hey,
sorry.
Yeah.
Rob,
I've got one.
I know I'm in the U.S., but you could send me a hat if you'd like to. I'll be glad to send you my address. In fact, I've got some.
There
I
you
just haven't
go.
broken into
There
it
you
yet.
go.
I will break into it soon. Looking forward to it. All right. Well, it's been a good time. I wish we came out with a finished product, but such is life. It happens that way. So next time we'll have a good
Hey.
one, I'm sure. All right. We'll see you guys later. Say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.